it's important to remember where he came from. How long have you been at the barbecue place then?
I've been working there for about a year.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really worked anywhere for longer than a year. Usually it's like 8 or 9 months, and then it's just like, okay, whether it's like I need to move or yeah, they're moving on, like yeah, it's interesting. But usually it's I need to move on, and then I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. But
Yeah, the way I see it is, I think it's much more important to figure out how to be pleased in yourself enough that it doesn't really matter what status of your job is, and also the fact of whether or not you are still able to learn and grow and all of that, that you're not becoming like a complacent kind of person.
yeah, yeah, I agree
And
completely.
I don't think even that necessarily means in regards to work, because I think if you find a rhythm with a job that is able to, like, just make your life happen, then there's no reason why you can't just keep up that rhythm and continue to improve yourself in like the other areas of your life.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of benefits to it. I mean, you never know who you can meet, coworkers, etc., etc. So it's true. Yeah, yeah, that's what I've been feeling lately. Is I just need to kind of swallow my pride and be like, even if I don't have money and all this other stuff, I need to get some kind of job. I have to get something just to kind of help with just kind of getting me in the running, so to speak, get some new experiences. Because I have been like, applying for jobs, and I even had like an interview or two, but it's like just hasn't really worked out yet. So
Yeah, getting jobs without having some sort of connection to somebody within the company already is very difficult.
yeah,
But it's kind of crazy the kind of job you can find yourself getting into when you're really not prepared for it, but you just knew somebody that was inside of the company and they were much more willing to give you a chance at that job.
yeah. The lady I was talking with at the restaurant today, she was telling me how like 20 years ago, she had a friend. It's like, hey, yeah, you should work at IBM. It's like, me, IBM, what? And I'm like, yeah. And then it, worked out. And IBM obviously they're not like the biggest company in the world, but they're doing pretty well. And so, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that you say that.
So I've seen it go either way. I've seen people who, based on a connection they have to somebody in the company, got the job, and through it they learned how to do that job, and it helped them to grow and learn exponentially. But I've also seen it where, in the same sense, the people who weren't ready for that job didn't exactly step up, and it ended up becoming something that they kind of, how do I say, didn't exactly step up to it, and kind of became a little bit lazy.
They got complacent with it, more or less.
Kind of, in the sense that, like, they just refused to do their job properly
Oh,
because they just weren't ready for it.
and that happens too. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I'm kind of at the part in my Celeste speedrunning career where I need to pick up some new tricks so I can get faster. I can do the hyper bounds, I can do ultra bounds, I can do a couple skips, but I'm kind of at that point where I think the best I could possibly do probably would be like 50 or 51 probably would probably be the best I could do right now, I would think.
Right.
But it's fun. It's nice to just kind of chill with the game, hang out. It's fun talking to you too. This is obviously not what I was expecting to do like a month ago, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll run with it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there has been a lot that has changed in both of our lives since the old days of the Tanuki Toad college streams.
Mm-hmm. There's no doubt.
Sure.
Yeah. Still kind of in that phase of life, like single, still figuring out life. Even it's just in a different way and a different level of urgency. It's definitely more important for me to have life kind of figured out now than like my first or second semester of college. Like definitely had a lot more leeway then. But yeah, it's all good though. I think that is what is going to be my saving grace is I was very blessed to make a lot of friendships in college, and not all of them are still intact, but some of them are, and some of those people are at pretty solid companies, or they're willing to chat with me about things, and I never want to take any of that for granted, because it's like these people are probably to a great degree are going to be a big part of my success story because they're already a part of my college success story, or they at least helped out in some way. But
I mean, having connections is a good thing, but as well, you know, humans just have a natural need for, you know, community. You know, to find their tribe is how they were talking about it when I was at a Sunday service this week. And I think for a lot of people that looks different. I think obviously for people who are a little bit less outwardly social, you know, it definitely looks a little bit different for people who are very outwardly social. And to some people that can kind of appear as, oh, this person is lonely or their needs aren't being met. But I think that a lot of the time people don't realize that, you know, we're all made uniquely, and that means that a lot of the time we have unique needs.